talking.
Yeah, I know, Terry. Yeah, well, I'm pretty fucked off with the way you dealt with last week's show. You know, there was stuff in there that I said I wanted to cut out, and I noticed when it was on YouTube it was still in there. I don't know what you were thinking. It made me look like a monster. Well, you are a bit of a monster. I'm not a monster, Terry. I'm just I'm working hard here. I put a lot of work into it. You really haven't done any work into it. You never do any work. Shut up. I do a lot of work. I have to find pictures in the paper and put them up on the thing, in the logo thing. Well, it's not that hard. It's really difficult. It takes about 30 minutes in the day to do it, and I stretch that out over the whole day. So don't come here saying I don't do any work. And, you know, I just look like a monster. You made me look bad. So, you know, your job is to make me look good. I'm sorry, Richard. You know, was that you on Alan Partridge? Those Alan Partridge this week was talking to Terry. Yeah, I do have the jobs, Richard. This isn't my only job, thank God. Or, you know, how would I not manage to afford any food? That's very rude. I pay you very well. You do not pay me well, but by the standards of Twitch, I pay you very well. You know, you're an old man. I didn't realise how old you were. I'm 73. I know you said last week. And you're religious. I didn't know that when I booked you, when I hired you. That doesn't matter what my belief system. Now, what kind of religion are you? I'm a Baptist. You what? I'm a Baptist. Sorry, it's a bad. I'm a Baptist, Richard. You're an Adaptist. Baptist. Oh, Baptist. So, all right. Well, just, you know, when we start this today, just let's do it good and make it a good show. Okay? Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. You're a fucking idiot. It's not a nice thing to say, Richard. I've been working in this profession for 50 years and I'm very good at my job. I'm not sure. Okay, so you're going to count me in. I'll count you, Richard, and then when it gets down to 2 on 1, I don't actually say 2 on 1 so that my voice doesn't come into the broadcast. Okay. So starting in 10 seconds. 9, 7, 6, 5. Is that 5 seconds? 4, 3. Can you say it's seconds? Where have you gone? What aren't you going to do 2? Hello! Oh, hello. Welcome to episode, is it 38 of Twitch of Fun? Something like that. Or 39. Might be. No, it's 38. Let's not wish our lives away. 38 of these we've done, and it's lovely to be here. I've got a bit of a cold this week. A bit under the weather, but you know, we'll just try and keep it nice. Try and keep it friendly. I've got the Cerne Abbas giant behind me. This is a big news story this week. There is his big cock. Look at that, and his 2 balls taunting me. It's no, it's going all right. It's going okay. Just looking at my notes. I've made some notes. None of it's about the beginning of the show. So yeah, it's looking good, and this is my sideways look at the news. And you may have seen this week that Ellen is to end her talk show after 19 years. And I realise I've been setting my sights a bit low, haven't I? I don't want to be on the parochial BBC. It's all falling apart anyway. You know, there's no guarantee of anything really there, is there? So why not try and get a job in America? Take over Ellen. She's given up after 19 years. If I get 19 years daily shows, imagine if they got paid £10 a show over 19 years, 5 times 50, 2,500 times 5. Well, I should have done 10. It'd be like $25,000. If it's £10, so it's about $12,000 a year I'd be making just from doing that one show. So I'd set my sights high. I saw when I was on House of Games on Richard Osman and Rachel Riley, and they've both done, you know, these massive long runs of shows. And I said to them both, God, imagine if you had £1 for every show you'd ever done. That would be, imagine how much money you'd have. Yeah, and you know, there's no point in living your life that you can't dream in that way. But I'm ready to take over from Ellen. I'm a very nice guy. You won't get any. She's very toxic. It's a toxic work environment for her apparently, and it's really not toxic here. We have a lovely working environment. I think everyone would agree. I'm a nice guy, and I treat everyone very nicely. You know, treat me very nicely. Shut up, Terry. You're not it's a good job people can't hear you. It's Terry, my producer. He's just saying, I'm just telling him shut up because I'm doing the show, and it's just bad enough in between us. He's actually saying that, yeah, it's a lovely atmosphere. It's not a lovely atmosphere, did you know? It's terrible. It's a lovely atmosphere, he's saying. He's in my ear now. It's a lovely atmosphere. No, you're going to say that? Yeah, I'm being sarcastic. Okay. So if the American TV is watching, this goes out all over the world, by the way, so there's every chance everyone in America is watching. Hi there. You know, I think I've got the it factor. I don't need the puppets and stuff. They don't need to come along. It's gonna be good. So do that. Oh, I should say, hopefully tonight we start the show. I don't understand the viewing system because I thought we got like 700 viewers last night, but apparently we had 443 viewers last night. It must be a certain number of counts. If we can get 557 views tonight, we will have hit 500,000 views on this channel, and there's 236 people watching, so that's got to be we're at least halfway there. So if you can call in your pals and then make them watch on another computer. 237, I've been corrected. So very exciting to have this many in, and that it's a big thing. 500,000 probably stop them because I'll be doing that new Ellen show. I'm probably asking to change the name. No, I don't mind. They could keep calling it Ellen if they. You are toxic. What are you saying? You're very toxic. You're a terrible. Who's talking now? Stop talking. I'm trying to do my sensible sideways look at the comedy news. You're very toxic. You're very unpleasant to us. No, I'm not. Don't say that. Don't let him be on the Ellen show. He's very, very unpleasant. He's awful to us. He's even awful to us on camera. So, you know, imagine what he's like off camera. He keeps me in a fucking box down there. Just higgledy-piggledy. No respect at all. The king of the world's head's coming off. I hate that king of the world. It's me, Ali. Hello, Raptans. I'm flea-dagging. Did you see Inside Number 9? Yes, I did. It's my idea to say I'm flea-dagging. Reese Shearsmith and Steve Tenderton. Reese who? Shearsmith and Steve Tenderton. Steve who? Tenderton. Steve Temperton. Tenderton, Richard, I'm flea-dagging. I'm surrendering. Ooh, that's their joke. Yeah, it's not really. Other people have noticed that. I did the flea-dag. I'm cheeky me. Ooh, I can do Canadian dell'arte. Is that what they were doing? Yeah, I didn't really understand this week's Inside Number 9. No, I don't think anyone did, really. Apart from students, and it's fine. They're just stealing off the desk. If you're going to copy off the desk. That's what I say. I'm cheeky. Anyway, it's a toxic environment here. And, you know, you should be nicer to us all. I'm very nice to you, given that you come in and interrupt my show every single week. I'm trying to do my sensible show. You come in with all your looking at it to camera, flea-bagging, saying aside. I do not say aside. Aside, I do say aside. That's one of the things I say. It's one of my saying phrases. No one likes the saying phrase. I haven't done that one for a while. I know, I keep forgetting my saying phrases. There's so many saying phrases in this thing that I can't possibly keep up. Look, I'm annoyed with you because this is episode 38 or 39. It's 38. I can't use a simple thing like that. You've already said it. All right, well, it's 38 if you say so, or 39. 38. Then you said if I did this show, I'd be back on TV within a month, that people would love it. Yeah, you told me. That's why we started doing this. You said, Rich, come on, we got to do it. It's going to be great. You'll be a star. Well, I didn't know how shit you'd do this. If it was anyone good, if it was Stuart Lee doing this, we'd do that on the TV. That's a low blow. Given what our history as well, especially with you, I would think you. Oh, it was Taddy McGuinness. It was who? Taddy McGuinness. Daddy McGuinness. Taddy McGuinness. Oh, Taddy McGuinness. Taddy McGuinness. Oh, Paddy McGuinness. Yes, it clearly said Taddy McGuinness. I don't know why you're making a big deal about it. I'm not making a big deal about it. Well, you know, it's your thought. Well, I fucked off, right? You know, there is a toxic environment here. A, because all you fucking cunts, Law Fox, Prince Andrew, because it's toxic. There's a load of sex criminals working in here. Sally's the only half-decent one here, and she's pissed all the time. I'm a little drunk. Yeah, I know. Look, we could be on the Ellen show. Look, if we can just bury our differences, forget about, just pretend we like each other. That's what we had to do with Lee and Harry, just pretend that it's a functional relationship. Then we can get on the telly, and then it's the world's our oyster. $12,000 a year. You'd just split that with me? I'd give you $2,000. $2,000 a year? Yeah, it's terrible money. TV's in a bad state. That's the best you can do now. Well, I don't know about that. Shall we look at doing sideways? Look at these there. You toxic cunt. Oh, you're a load of cunts. Let's not swear. My mum doesn't like it when you swear. Well, she liked it when I saw in bed last night. Don't pretend you've had sex with my mum. As I have, and it's good luck to you if you have. Not nice. I don't want to think about things like I don't want that image put in my mind. Well, she then make her own choices, can't she? She's a very attractive woman. Hello, Dardra. Who are you saying? Hello, Dardra. Barbara. Yes, Dardra. That's her name, Dardra. Oh, you're doing that quite well. Dardra. Of course I can say Dardra, Richard. I love you, Dardra. You're a beautiful lady. You know the 83, that I'm 129, so... to me, you're a little jail date. All right. Prince Andrew's not on yet. We don't need to talk about that. Oh, sorry. A bit of a cold. I don't know how much we'll do. Probably be a short one tonight. I haven't got much yet. Probably be a short one. He says that every week, and then it's an hour and a half every week. I do about 75 minutes. It's too long. It is too long, isn't it, Terry? It's too long, isn't it, Terry? He is right. It is too long. You should just try and keep it a tight 13 minutes. If you look at the doing figures of 13 minutes, it's very good. Then you go on too long, taskmaster start. I don't need you guys telling me how to do this job, okay? I've been doing this job since July, and also but the job of being a comedian and stuff for 30 years. I don't need some 73-year-old Baptist and a 129-year-old ventriloquist dummy telling me how to do my job. I can do it. Just because you're both older than me, got more experience. I've got 30 years of experience. I've got 129 years of experience. You've been alive for 129 years, but there's a lot of that time you just sat around in a box. Whose fault is that? Well, I'm partly responsible. Bud on in the chat room wants you to talk about Israel and Palestine. I don't think that's a very good idea, Richard. It's just a light-hearted, sideways look at the news. Let's not look at the beginning of World War III, if we can. Do you know much about Israel Palestine? I prefer to stay away from that sort of subject and stick to less controversial subjects. Okay, let's have a look. I mean, we're looking at the lighter side of the news really here. So we could be talking about Fred West. Could be talking about all the people who've died this week. We're not. That's not what we're like. Oh, I hope I haven't got COVID. Me too. That'd be terrible if you died, wouldn't it? That'd be awful if you died. Of course, I remember. You thought it was like before Israel, Richard. Yes, you do. Let's not go into it. Look, there's a new story I thought you'd like. Who approves Chinese COVID vaccine? Don't know who does approve it. No, who approves Chinese COVID vaccine? That's what I'm asking you. Who approves it? We've done this before. I thought you might be interested that who have approved the Chinese. Yeah, who have approved the Chinese vaccine? That's what I'd like to know. It'd be interesting to know who it is. It's who. Yes, that's what I'm asking you. Is it who is it? No, what I'm telling you is the World Health Organization or WHO. Which is it? It's who? Who have approved the Chinese COVID vaccine? Who have? Who? The WHO, not the WHO. Who? Well, the World Health Organization, but not the ban Roger Daltrey. I mean, that seems a bit. Excuse me. Got a bit of the cough there. I've got a bit of the cough. What happened there? You started talking. I know I started talking in your voice. That was weird. I've got a bit of a cough here. I was doing some ventriloquism that I'm not very good. I can't do it without moving my mouth, Richard. Oh, I see. That makes sense. And you've got to move my mouth. Oh, that's easily done. Just yeah, you can. Yeah, let's not go back to the Masonic Lodge, 1987, was it? I think it was. So who approves the Chinese COVID vaccine? I don't know who. Look, the problem with this bit. What is the problem with this bit, Richard? The problem is, what's the problem? I'd like to know what the problem is. The problem with us doing this bit every week is, what's the problem? Is, well, if you let me speak, I'll be able to tell you. I want to know what the problem is, and I'm trying to tell you the problem, but you keep on asking me what the problem is, and the problem is, what's the problem? Which I really can't wait to hear what the problem is. Well, if you just shut up and listen, we'd have heard the problem by now, and all is, Richard. I can't wait to find out what the problem is. I can't find out. And first of all, I want to find who approves the Chinese coded vaccine. But after that, I want to know what the problem is. Well, what I'm saying is the problem is, what's the problem? Richard, tell me the problem. I'm telling you the problem. The problem with this bit is, yeah, what is it? The problem, yeah, what is the problem? The problem with this bit is it's just, yeah, what's the problem? The problem is that you keep on saying what's the problem, and if you didn't say what's the problem, I would explain the problem. What's the problem, though? That's the problem, what I've just said. What is the problem? But the problem with this bit is it's the same, you know, we haven't done this particular variation. What? Well, with the WHO bit, yeah, who was it? The WHO, it was WHO, the World Health Organization. Who? The World Health Organization. It stands for World Health Organization. WHO, in that headline, stands for the World Health Organization. Who? Yeah, WHO. Who? What's the problem? The problem is that we can't just keep doing the same stuff. What's the problem? It's just like it's... People tune every week. They're expecting, you know, some new, exciting, cutting-edge comedy. And we're just doing this kind of musical... Is that the problem? Yeah, we're just doing this kind of musical rehash of the same jokes. I don't think it's a problem. I think that's good. Well, you know, each to his own. That's what I think. Oh, God. Wow, we've done 17 minutes. I know, it goes very fast, doesn't it? It does go fast. That's all I can say for it. Last week, Terry advised us to start the show with this guy. Let's bring him in second on the bill and see how we go.
He's the top from a jar of yeast extract who always loves to kid. He says what we're all thinking, but the woke crowd will forbid. He's on a yearly contract for 100,000 quid. You'll love him or you'll hate him, it's Marmite Lid.
Hello, it's me, Marmite Lid. Hello, welcome to a nice section of the show. Woohoo! It's so good to be here. It isn't good to have you here. Is the year contract nearly up? No, Richard, there's another couple of months to go. Is that really all that is? You had that 2.5 months and we've been doing this for a year. Fucking hell. Excuse me. You've got a nasty cough there, Richard. Yep, I've got a nasty cough. Did somebody say fuck off? No, I said cough. I'm not gonna. I've only got like a tiny little bit of liquid left in this ginger tea. What's your observational comedy this week? Well, I was noticing in the Huffington Post, families will be allowed to hug from May the 17th, Michael Gove concerns. Oh yeah? So my question is what my family doesn't want to hug Michael Gove? No, what is my... I don't want my family to hug Michael Gove. I don't think that's good. It's not really... Michael Gove's concerned. Families will be allowed to hug. Yeah, not hug him. It doesn't say hug. Families will be allowed to hug from the 17th. Michael Gove's concerns. He concerns he'll be able to hug them. That's what Michael Gove's concerned it. I don't think that. Families will be allowed to hug Michael Gove from the 17th. I mean, if it said that, that would work. But that, you know, that would also just mean what you're trying to make it mean. I don't want my family to hug Michael Gove. He's horrible. He's got a face like Todd. Like who? Todd. He's got a face like Todd. It's quite a hard one for me to say. And also the reference is quite old. He's got a face like Todd. He's got a face like Todd. What, Todd? Todd Carty from Grange Hill? No, that's Stuart Lee. Yeah, he does look like Stuart Lee. Todd. He's got a face like Shrub. He's got a face like Todd. He's got a face like Todd. Oh, that was close. What was that? Trob. Trob? It's the children's show. He's got a face like Todd. Michael Gove's got a face like Tog. Don't look at me like that. I can see you looking at me with disdain. I can't understand what you're saying, mate. If you want to become a world-class comedian, A, get up with some better jokes, and B, learn to speak properly. You know, diction is very important. You can't say he's got a face like Todd. Todd. Just like, he's got a face like Pob. Like who? Pob. He's got a face like who? Pob. He's got a face like Todd. It's still, because even though you're over my mouth, Pob. Oh, he's got a face like Pob. Why did you say that? Because it's difficult. I get nervous in front of the boys and girls and the ladies and gentlemen. But most people don't know who Pob is. He looks like Michael Gove. Teeth on you seeing, oh, there's Michael Gove. I'm not sure I know who Pob is. So the reference is lost on me. I don't think I want to need to hug Michael Gove. They might catch a disease off him. He looks like Todd. Looks like God. No, Todd. Don't look at me like that. I don't like it when you look me square in the face. It unsettles me. Oh dear, let's get on with something else. It won't be. We're not going to do too long tonight. It'll be over in half an hour. Let's bring on this fucker. Come on, let's do it. He can have his own bit.
He looks like a 10-inch penis crossed with Ed the Duck. He thinks he is the greatest and he doesn't give a damn. He's God's gift to vegetables and he's extremely phallic. What a fucking fucker! It's Cocky Carrot.
Ooh! Did somebody say you'd got a cold? Like a cold penis? No one says if you... No, that a cold doesn't mean a cold penis. Oh. Excuse me. I've had this all week. And usually it gets better in the evening time. And it's just in the morning time. So sorry that it's impacted a little bit on the show. We won't go too far in. What have you got for us? Oh, it's Tina's Day's News this week, Richard. Oh, did someone say Tina's? Yeah, but that doesn't count as a double entendre because you were saying penis. Okay, what is it? Well, you may have seen in the Grown-Ups news, Richard. The Cerne Abbas giant that you like in Cornwall has got a very large thallus. And its suggestions are that it dates from Anglo-Saxon times. So what, you're just literally doing the penis news? Yeah, I just thought you'd be interested in the penis news. First up, Rich, I should say that some experts think that the tit of the penis there used to be a belly button. A what? A belly button. And that it got extended. That's what I know about the Cerne of this giant. But also, if you read The Guardian, I've got it here for you. Yeah, you can see, let me read it. Over the centuries, the huge naked club-wielding giant carved into the hillside in Dorset has been thought to be prehistoric, Celtic, Roman, or even a 17th century lampoon of Oliver Cromwell. It's very interesting. We're learning a lot of you. Thank you. And at the show, a new high-tech sediment analysis. Did someone say sediment, please? I'm trying to do a serious... Okay. The National Trust has now revealed the probable truth, and experts admit they are taken aback. The bizarre enigmatic Cerne giant is none of the above, but late Saxon, possibly 10th century. Okay. Michael Tatworth. Did somebody say please? Pap, I was going to say pap. Like, pap smear. Please, don't look at me directly in the face. I've asked Marmite Lid and I'm asking you. I'm trying to talk about the Tina's news and you are ruining it. With your cunning in doing doodle entendres. There's nothing saucy or rude. What? You were just doing stuff about penises. Shut up, it's me. Michael Tatworth, Martin Tatworth, a senior archaeologist at the Trust, said he was somewhat flabbergasted. He's not prehistoric, he's not Roman, he's sort of Saxon in the medieval period. I was expecting 17th century. Are we just going to read out the Guardian article? Yes. Okay. The geoarchaeologist Mike Allen, who has been researching microscopic snails in the sediment. Did somebody say shut it? What are you trying to do with sediment? I don't know, excrement. Well, it's basically the same word. This is not what is. It's harder than it looks, isn't it, doing what you do? I know. I wish you'd understood. And then the archaeologists and historians study historical post-medieval. I mean, this has been said all right. Yeah, okay, so people thought he was a bit newer. It turns out he's a bit older. Let me do the story. I'm trying to do a serious story about penises. It's not really your role. I'll decide what my role is. I'm a carrot. Aren't you a bit suspicious of the fact that you're a carrot, but you haven't rotted in what, like 8, 9, 10 months now since you had your makeover? I hadn't had a makeover, Richard. I've always been the same carrot. What about when you got really ill and I got better? You're made of resin. I am not made of resin. Don't you dare question me. Anyway, the son of this giant native Anglo-Saxon times, possibly lost because it doesn't get mentioned in the local church records, and then the people in the 17th or 18th century found it and made it clear again. Well, no one's really sure. Thank you. Well, thanks, Cocky Carrot, for that very interesting. Thank you, Richard. I think it's very important to take genitalia as seriously as possible. If only you'd done that earlier, then maybe you wouldn't be in the trouble you're in now. All right. Well, talking of that, let's bring on my old friend, Right Bollock. Did somebody say Bollocks? Woohoo!
He created life but is the harbinger of death. His heart is made of cancer, he's got very spermy breath. He didn't honour the ball sacks, so now he's up and left, the pair are cleft. He's left the left bereft. He's vitriolic
And the hyperbolic.
He's carbolic
And the symbolic bollock.
He's diabolic.
And the right bollock. Do you think this is a healthy way to process this? And the right bollock. Hello there, thumbs, it's me. Now's about that, guys and girls. Stop doing Jimmy Savile. I did that first. You can't take other people's same phrases. I can do what I like, because I'm the right bollock. Take that, Jimmy Savile. Yeah. Now then. Who'd like a right bollock? That's right bollock. Fixed it for me. Woohoo. How you doing, Rich? I'm fine, thank you. Oh, are you? Yeah, I thought you were in hospital today, Richard. I did go to hospital today. Right bollock. Oh dear, not very well. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, is it? You had a resurgence. You can't get rid of me. You thought cutting me out would save you, Richard. But no. Back to hospital with you. I hope you die. I hope you leave your kids without a dad crying in the gutter. It's not very nice. Well, I'm all right, bollock. I'm fine, as well as it. Yeah, that you are shitted up, and you got all shitted up. I had a little bit of a bump on the side of my body, yeah, and I thought, well, that's a bit weird. I hope that's not anything. And they said I had to come in because they had to check it, but they're pretty sure it's just like the thing is that I've got you shitted up, and you're gonna die. And I think just the opposite, right, bollock. What? I think what has happened with you has made me realise I don't want to die. It's fine, so it's just a bit of subcutaneous fat, and because I've lost like half a stone in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Well, sounds like someone's about to die. No, I've been on a calorie controlled diet. Look, I've lost maybe like 3 kilos since 2.5 weeks. It's not too bad, 3 or 4. Oh, someone's wasting away. No, I'm just trying to get healthy because of what I've been through with you, and that means because I've got less tummy there, it's revealed a little bit of patch of, I can't remember what it's called. It sounds like cancer, the thing it is, but it isn't. It's like a little pocket of subcutaneous. What's the word? I don't know. Subcutaneous. Yeah, that's subcutaneous. That's what I was looking for. And so I think the irony is that you trying to kill me as you did. I know it was good, wasn't it? No, I don't mind. I don't miss you. I've been riding my exercise bike this week. It's a lot more comfortable. And excuse me. Oh God. Sorry. Excuse me, everyone. Sounds like someone's about to die. I'm all right, but look, I've just got a cold. Oh, COVID? No. Cancer cold? No. You should use this. Or you just keep why don't you just keep that tissue in your nose, and then you can say what you like. It's suddenly become pretty clear, haven't I don't know what you're talking about. And I think the health scare I've been through made me realise how much I want to stay alive. Well, you're going to die. I'm going to kill you. You're not going to kill. Well, I am going to wake up. You're going to get you in the night. That's Ali's going to get me in the night. Well, all of us are going to come down in one night and going to scare the shit out of you and kill you, and no one will believe it was us. Your eye fell off before the show, I know, and I couldn't find it. I know. Luckily, I had a spare one, but you're there, so you're losing stuff as well. Well, I'm not very well. I'm full of cancer. I don't know. Yeah, so this is. It's pretty. Yeah, I don't think this is quite to scale. I've grown since I came out. This is at the actual size of what was inside my testicle when it got taken out. It's not that far off, is it? Look how big that is, especially if you put it there. Look at that. It's the same size and it's see-through. I made that little model out of Play-Doh to illustrate. Look at that. How was I walking around with that big thing in my nutsack? How can I show you how big it is? There's a big mobile. That's a big mobile phone. There's a cup. It doesn't help. There's a Uniball. That's unfortunate. It's a Uniball, isn't it? That's a Uniball pen. Uniball. It's funny because you're a Uniball. I know. You're a right bollock. On the right. Now then. Got. Gin fixed it the knee. So actually, what I'm saying is, I think you've given me, through what's happened to me, I've realised how much I want to stay alive. I've realised, I'm a bit overweight. I need to look after myself. I'm not a. That's the thing. This little lump came up. Thought this could be it. Maybe it hasn't gone away. Maybe we've got to carry on. I think hopefully we're all right. They're looking after me very well. But I'm going to lose, as much weight as I can, so that I've got a better chance of staying alive. So the irony is, your attempt to kill me, right, Bollock, might actually mean that my life is prolonged further than it would have been. Is that an irony? I think it is. I think your attempt to destroy me, well, that's not fun, is it? If you just left things as they were, you could have lived inside me, not be a disembodied testicle. I don't, it's a bit weird being a disembodied testicle. I bet. It's lonely. I used to have my friend in there. I was giving him a feel today. Checky was all right. Problem is, I don't really remember what he's meant to feel like. So it's the same with you. I thought that was not. I was feeling that thing, and that's normal. Whoa. Ooh, but no, it doesn't. So thank you is what I'm saying. No, you can't thank me. I'll get you, Richard Herring. It's the last thing I do. Now then, as for that, guys and girls, on the right bollock, on the right bollock, on the right bollock. Die. See you next time, kids. There we go. Right bollock there. Hopefully his eyes will stay on. Let's just whisk. Shall we just? We'll just whisk through. The other show. Oh, let's talk about that. I'll talk about this with Ali first. Look. I hate that right bollock, Rich. I hate him too. I quite like him. I think I'll team up and we'll kill you and your family one night. Don't. Look, just let's keep it light. This has to. Yeah, I'm not going to keep it light, Richard. This is a terrible, terrible, spiraling disaster for you as your career goes down the toilet and then the ultimately ends up. It's a murder suicide, isn't it? This is going to end in. And that's what these will think. It'll really, the knee and right bollock had been scared you to death and killed you and dumbed you and what done to me, what you done to me, dumbed me, if you like, and anally dilated you. Okay, that's if you just use your nails, you can come around it, can't you? Must be getting close to 500,000 views. Will they tell us? It doesn't come up. Oh, has it gone up a bit? Yeah, it's gone up a bit. That's crazy. There's 289 people watching. It's only on 499,640. This thing's up its own arse. Doesn't make a lick of sense. We've probably had 1 million viewers by now. Anyway, what's going on? So the robot is on Mars, and it's beginning testing one of Mars's ancient lake beds for signs of life. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. Who said? I don't know. The chances of anything coming from Mars are 1,000,000 to 1. That turned out to be correct, so we had to go to NAS instead. The chances of us going to NAS are good. Eventually. Okay. And I'm a little bit sad. I kind of seeing these pictures of this robot. I've got a bit of a thing for robots. Yes, I do know that, and I really like this robot. I'm just having a look at it now. It's all shiny. It's quite sexy. It's a famous robot, and that to me, makes it a bit more sexy. Anyway, I've fallen in love with this robot. Yes, I want to make love with this robot. Yes, and I can't because it's on Mars. It's the saddest. It's like me fancying Jenny Agutter from 1976. I was too young in 1976 to know who she was. When I'm talking about Logan's Run, whenever that was, and I can never travel back there and be with the person I should be with, which is Jenny Agutter in Logan's Run. That's who disgusting. Not disgusting. I love her in a pure way, but seeing I can't have that robot, and the robot's gone to Mars, and what can I do? Now you're not here, the world will be forever autumn. Are we just trying to get Jeff Wayne to sue us? Because that's the second. And I'm not here. I mean, it's good that you're using a song from War of the Worlds to illustrate another Martian thing. Like a sunlit cloud, you came into the sky. I don't think we're going to get sued for this bit. You flew around me and rained on my face. It wasn't rain. And then you, like a little chimp, you swung into a tree. A little chimp, yeah. And you ate the banana in front of me. Do 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 do. The autumn clouds are coming into the window now. They're coming in the window. Da 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 da. The lovely sky is green and pink. What sky? And I will know it's always autumn. 'Cause I'm not here. Well, you are here. No, I'm not here. You are here. They're not here. The robot on Mars is in Mars. And I'm not here. Like a little fish in a fish tank. I was swimming around in not quite enough space. And then like a koala in a eucalyptus tree, I did a two onto your face. This is bad. Autumn leaves are jumping into the sky again. They're jumping into the sky on Mars. No, you're not here. Do 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 do. You always feel this song doesn't really belong in the War of the Worlds. It does seem like, ooh la. Do you think you and me could put on our own War of the Worlds musical? I think we should give it a go. Let's get in touch with Jeff Wayne. He's in Gotham City. No, that's a different one. And I don't think he's litigious. I don't think he'll mind if we just do it ourselves. I could have dug that much in a day. Yeah, that's good. You could be Richard Burton. I'll be David Essex. Yeah, we're gonna build a new life underground. I looked at the hole. It was hardly a foot long. I could have dug that much in a day. Oh, gagush, 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 ay, ay, ay. You are a century in East Berlin. All right, that's enough. Ooh la. I don't remember Thunderchild. Ooh la. Anyway, it's a shame and it's sad when I think it's just for me. It's when something's, actually. I've got a penis right behind my face. I'd noticed that. I thought it was amusing all the way through the podcast. There's a penis right there, look at that. With two balls. Yep, nasty, making you feel pretty bad. Pretty inadequate with only one ball and a penis that isn't 20 feet long. I feel inadequate. Anyway, yeah, I think I like to be in love with something unobtainable. I think that something or someone, We're learning too much of that, Richard. Look, a lot of this is coming from you guys, not from me. So just like this, you said this was a good idea, and I believed you. This guy's crazy. And I think this guy might be crazy. And am I the only one? I think he generally lost it. Let's talk to the Grand Old Duke of York. There's some important news I think he needs to cover.
God save the Duke of York. His skin is as dry as chalk. Ignore all the talk when others are poking. He's eating out in Woking. He's never going to be the king. He's the Duke of York.
Hello, Richard. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me. Thanks for just checking my nose. I've just blew my nose during the... Yeah, there's no bogies there, Richard. That's fine. That's I'm happy to look at that. Just because I'm the Duke of York doesn't mean I can't check a nan's moustache. The dogies. It feels like something that... Yeah, well, it will. You'll feel like that. There was Marmite on my face last week. I know. We all saw it. Are you having a breakdown? I don't think I'm having a breakdown. I think I'm doing all right. A lot of people seem concerned about me, but I think I've honestly never felt more sane. You've never felt more sane than this. Never felt more sane. So, what am I covering the royal family news this week? Well, there is a new... No, I wasn't going to cover this with you because this isn't your area. Isn't the royal family? Isn't it? I thought I was in the royal family. Well, we could have covered this just fresh out. Prince Harry on a podcast said his life was a cross between the Truman Show and a zoo. Is that how you feel about your life? Well, a little bit. I mean, I think it's just the true. It's not a cross between those two things. It's the Truman Show. A cross between a Truman Show and a zoo would be cameras following a baby, lion or otter or penguin or something from an egg, and then it growing up under the glare of the camera, not realizing it was being watched by millions of people around the world. Yes, and that wouldn't affect the penguin or the otter or the lion at all because they wouldn't understand. So they would just carry on as normal. They would just think, I'm in a zoo. This is this is my reality. Probably don't even find it that weird. Get all my food and stuff. There's a bit of space to move around. This is okay. Better than being in the wild. They wouldn't know what it was like to be, even if they were being filmed, they wouldn't understand the concept of being filmed. So what he's saying, it was like being in the Truman Show. Well, except he did know who was being filmed. Yeah, so it wasn't like being in the Truman Show, because although his whole life was on camera, he knew he was on camera. And it wasn't like being in a zoo because he was aware of the cameras and who he was and what was going on. So it wasn't like either of the things he said. He's a fucking idiot, that boy. Yeah. I think so too. Oh, I thought you liked him. I do like him. He was my gym partner. But he was in the gym one day in the same room as you. Yeah, he was. And that's my gym partner. We'll always be close. That's what I was saying. Someone says in the chat room, a zoo is a live streaming show for the animals anyway. Yeah, but they don't know. So it's nothing like Prince Harry's. They don't know that they're being observed. They don't really understand. They don't, they might see people. They don't understand why they're in a zoo. And they haven't been filmed and broadcast like the Truman Show. So it's like neither of those things. What's happened to Prince Harry? What Prince Harry is like a man who has a lot of money having to work a little bit for that money and then having to leave his family because he didn't like it and go and live somewhere else with lots of money. Yeah, he's done all right, hasn't he? He's done all right. What I was going to talk to you about was what you're here for, of course, the pervert news. What? I'm not a pervert. I was in home base in Bolton, home base in Bolton. Yeah, I was looking to get some tiling for a little conservatory I was making. Okay, you're going to have tiled floor, yes. And that's where I was when this happened. What, I haven't told you what it was. Oh, I got just I've been in there all the time. It's the news that John Barrowman has been axed from Doctor Who Time Fracture following accusations he exposed himself. I mean, Yeah, well, you know, that's certainly a lot worse than what I've been accused of. Is it? Well, you know, little Prince Andy stayed in his special little castle until, you know, what time? Until through the sea of Jeffrey Epstein's house. No, I wasn't there. I was eating at Wendy's. That's an American thing. That's good. Yeah. I was at Wendy's in Staten Island. Okay. I was at Taco Bell. Yeah. And in Milwaukee. Okay, you're in Taco Bell in Milwaukee. Yeah. So, you know, I don't get why some then, they're very childish. They think they could just get their penises out all the time. Even if it's just as a joke, it's deeply unpleasant, isn't it? I don't think you can get on your high horse, Prince Andrew. Well, you know, there's some people, you know, who I think have, done much worse than me, and I didn't do the things that, anyway, so much worse than the things I didn't do, and, you know, well, you know, who's going to be next if, you know, getting your penis out in public and not tapping on people's shoulders isn't acceptable? Chris Evans? Really? Have you heard that about Chris Evans? Well, I told you Don Norton in the episode of the Hurricane that's coming out tomorrow. That's true. That might stir things up at this sensitive time. Yeah, I think that's what he said. He's one of those guys who likes to put a penis on a shoulder. And, you know, don't waste a penis on a shoulder. That's what I say to Chris Evans. Not that one. Or the one, your one. Or the editor of the Daily Telegraph, or any of the other ones. I'm talking about Ginger Chris Evans. Yeah. And you know, when's what I wonder is when's old Keith Allen. It'd be awful if old Keith Allen got in trouble for always getting his cock out and showing people his cock and saying who wants to see my cock and who wants to suck my cock. Wouldn't that be awful if, you know, he could never work again? Yeah. Have we just done this so that I can settle an old score? Yes, Richard, it seems that you have come on. But, you know, it's a weird thing to do, isn't it? To just get. I just don't understand that impetus. You know, when you're a teenager, you might show people your bum. My son, he shows people his willy and his bum, and he thinks that's funny. But, like, you grow out of that. He's 28 years old. That's very funny. But, you know, I remember mooning people when I was a student at school. Not at school, but, you know, on school trips and oh, God, I'm in trouble. You're cancelled, Richard. Did you show your bum? I showed my bum on Camp America to the other counsellors, not when there were kids there. Well, yeah, that's the end of you. I'm glad to see you go. You're scum. What about what you've done? No, nothing compared to showing I've done. But, you know, what's the impetus that a grown man... I mean, it's a power play. It might not be sexual. I think in John Barrowman's case, probably not a sexual thing, but it's still like a weird thing. Yeah, well, times are changing, Richard, and that kind of dinosaur cannot be allowed to work in show business or in the public eye again. Right, but you're okay. Yeah, I should be dressed as an admiral and do anything I want because I'm the good guy. I'm the good guy. I don't know why I did the news. You should be doing it. You showed your thumb to some American teenagers. Yeah, well, I was a teenager as well. Well, even so. I guess we've all done things, Prince Andrew, that are bad. But, you know, I guess we've all made mistakes. And, you know, is it okay to judge the past by the standards of the present? Yeah, exactly. But, you know, what you did has always been considered... I didn't do anything. Okay. Getting your cock out and putting it on people's shoulders, I think, has always been considered like a bit off. Well, I agree. I think John Darrington should go down for a long time. Did somebody say go down for a long time? Well, it's not appropriate to do. This is we're talking about... Woohoo! It's a sensitive... We're trying to have a serious discussion about politics, the social politics, and... Woohoo! Go down for a long time, like having oral sex. Woohoo! Ooh! Ooh! Don't look at Prince Andrew like that. It's that guy off the news. I know. Ooh! I don't know if I did in before. I'm sure you have. Woohoo! Did somebody say Andy? No, they didn't. No one said that. No one came in and spoilt your serious bit. They let us do a serious bit. Well, thanks for having me on, Rich. Yeah, good to see you, Prince Andrew. Let's do the King of the World and then maybe we can go home. I'm struggling. to get... Will today be the day? Let's find out. Hey, it's me, I'm the King of the World. I'd like to be the King of the World. I jump around because I'm the King of the World. And don't forget I'm the King of the World. Because I'm the King of the World. I'm the King of the World. Hello, everyone. And the King of the... Oh, my stick came out. I thought that was going to be your head for a second. I thought that was it. Where'd you stick it? Oh, your stick goes... Oh, God, it's like you've been crucified, King of the World. How do you think you become King of the World? You get crucified, and then you come back alive, and you're going, fucking hell, he's the King of the World. He got crucified. Hello. Oh, it's coming out again. You're falling to pieces. I'm all right, Rich. Ah, there it goes. Nice and solid. Ah, my hand, it's hurt so bad. Ah, why, God, why? Ah, it's gonna hurt more if your head comes off. Why are you coughing, Richard? What's going on? Why are you coughing? I'm the King of the World. I'm the King of the World. I mean, look at that. It's a thread. When the King of the World loses his head, what happens then? I don't know what happens. I'm the King of the World. No, that's a good point. Hoops13 asking, are you the King of the World Health Organization? Who? Exactly. And I know I can do the jokes as well, because I'm the King of the World. I know all the jokes. I wrote all the jokes. I'm the King of the World. Thanks for having me on the show again, Richard. Is that it? Yeah. I'm going to preserve my head for as long as I can. And so I'm going to say, I am the King of the World. Oh, 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 oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. I'm the King of the World. Only the King of the World can go backwards, and forwards. Oh dear. Are you alright? Yes, I think so. You're playing with fire. I'm the King of the World. I can play with fire if I want. I can look this way. I can look this way. Unlike Janus. Did somebody say anus? No, they didn't. And thank you for having me on the show again, Richard. And if you'd forgotten who I was, I'm the King of the World. I got crucified with a little candy-floss stick, but I'm okay, and the head is still very firmly. Woohoo! Can you go around 360? No, don't do that, because it'll come up. Okay. I'm maybe the King of the World, but I'm not a fucking idiot. Alright, everyone. Good day. See you next week. The King of the World. I'm the King of the World. Oh, I'm the King of the World. Oh, look out for me, because I'm the King of the World. Don't break my rules, because I'm the King of the World. Don't do a revolution against me, because I got all the armies in the world. And I am the King of the World. I'm the King of the World.
Right. You've lived another year and you haven't even died. Though cancer may be secretly creeping deep inside. If you think that's worth a party, your brain's also going wonky. Let's get an E or a kick from the reluctant birthday donkey.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, why can't I die? Hee-haw, hee-haw, please let me die. God, your voice sounds really bad this time. Yeah, I'm sure you would like me to die, because Hello, bonjour, bonsoir, mon ami. C'est moi, l'anniversaire, oui. So we're here to do a birthday. We've only got one in this week. No, I'm not very happy about this one either. Let's see. Here it is. Here, look at that. I mean, that is... If you're going to make up a composite, police artist face of what you imagine the typical Twitcher Fun viewer looks like. This is from David Smith, or aka at Ian_Amazon. Makes me wonder if he's the real Ian Hamza at all. I was 45 years on the 5th of April. What the fuck? The 5th of April? Why didn't you watch this show all the fucking time? Why did you not write in then? And what's going on? We're just going to start handing out birthdays. What's going on, Terry? What do you mean? What is this the only birthday we could get? A bloke. He looks like a young David Bellamy. Yeah, that's nice. I like David Bellamy. He was good. He was a professional. Yeah, you work with them all, haven't you? I worked with all Richards and taken them to like that chapel. Do you wear? Not that chapel. And, you look like a nice guy. But look, it's meant to be this week's birthdays. Last week we had a baby, 1 year old. I just can only work with what you give me. Oh, this is all that came in. Well, his birthday's on the 5th of April. It's the 13th of May or something. It's like 6 weeks. Are we just going to say, oh, anyone who's got a birthday at any point can email in with a picture and we'll talk to them? We could be making a fortune with this on Cameo. Well, no one's really emailing. I don't think you're making that on it. You shut up, Terry. I've had enough of your sauce. Oh, just the kids might be waking up downstairs. I did hear something downstairs. They've been very bad. The kids. Well, well, my wife's doing her podcast downstairs, and her podcast takes preference over mine. Okay. Well, should they really be doing a podcast? Should they be doing a broadcast when you got to looking after your kids? Look, let them run feral. That's what I say. It's fine. What the fuck is going on, Terry? I'm going to have your arse. I'm going to have your arse on a piece of toast. I'm going to eat it up. I wouldn't like that. I like my arse. And also, I don't think you'd enjoy it. I'm 73. My arse is quite, it's not very tender. It'll be grisly. I got like those little dags of fat like you got in your stomach. Shut up. I'll fucking do it, but it makes a mockery of the whole idea of having a 50-year-old finger puppet do birthdays for adults. It makes it look ridiculous. If you're going to A, have babies doing it, and B, have people who's not even their birthday. Look at him, and look how cocky. Look at him. Ooh, look at me. Oh, I'm going to come in and have my birthday even though it was 6 weeks ago. Fucking. It's not my fault. It's literally your fault. Your job is, you have one job, and that is to get the birthdays. Oh, I'm not in the gallery doing all the naked thing, run, changing the cameras and stuff. We got 2 jobs. I do it. I'm the producer. I do all sorts of things. Just cut this bit out, but I'm telling you, I'll do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like as if I'm a nice guy. It's a very toxic atmosphere here. You can't say I'm toxic. Law Fox is in this show. It's a toxic atmosphere. I feel very bullied. I don't like it. I think I'm going to cry. Don't cry, Terry. Don't try and get sympathy. No one can even fucking hear. I've never been treated like this in all my life. I'm sorry, Terry. It's very upsetting for me. Look, I'll get taken off the air. Ian Twitch will see this. He'll take me off the air if he suspect. I'm not bullying you. You're just a stupid prick who can't do their job properly, and that's not my fault. That's what people don't understand about these bullying claims. What if the person's a fucking idiot? But if Ian Twitch sees this, I could be out the window. Literally out the window. Let's just do this. Okay. You stop crying? Stop crying. Just think what would Jesus do in this situation? What would Jesus do if he was producing a show and they diagrammed Nan that was loads of puppets and then Nan got cross and they didn't cry? What would Jesus do in that situation? Yeah, what would Jesus do in that situation? I don't know, he'd probably turn the Nan into a leper or something. He turned him into a leper. Yeah. Well, smite him. I don't think Jesus would smite me. He would if you were annoying. Look, I'm going to do it, and let's just cut this bit out. And when it comes to go out, cut this bit out. I don't just try and make me look like I'm nice, because I need this. You need this. I've got loads of other work. Shut up. You need this. How are the girls on the phones? This one is 018118055 if you want to ring in. Yeah, Mandy's fine. Do you want to talk to Mandy? Yeah, talk to Mandy. How you doing, Mandy? Yeah, hi Rich, I'm fine. Yeah, no calls this week actually. But that's not so okay. Me and the girls are just chatting. Sarah's boyfriend's left her. Yeah, and so she's quite upset. There's a lot of crying going on up there in the gallery. Yeah, so it's not. No, we're enjoying the show. It cheers us up. Does it? Yeah, we love it. We love it when you shout at the puppets and stuff. Not so much at Terry. Terry's looking crushed. Well, all right. Put Terry back on. Hi there, it's me, Terry. Yeah, I can tell your voices are very different. You don't need to introduce yourself. Okay. All right, let's get on with it then. Let's go. Okay, should I do the birthday? Yeah, just get on with it. You're not going to dub me in and get me cancelled. Easy. Please don't. I've got 2 young kids. You should be looking after them. Shut up. They're fine. Hello, Richard. I was 45 years on the 5th of April. Apologies for the lateness of this email. I've only learned how to email this week. Look at you, fucking born emailing, you IT nerd. It would be great if Donkey could give me 45 Eeyores. Oh, fucking hell, even I'm worried about that. At celebration of my time on this earth, I'm the world's biggest Terry fan. I know Steve Burnett is the world's number 2 biggest Terry fan, so shout out to him. I love everything about Terry. His name, how he produces the show. How do you know about Terry? I mean, it's sad that you're looking at the credits and finding out about stuff. The fact he's a religious man, I don't know how you know that. He's in his 70s, I don't know how you know these. All these things turn me on. If Terry could give me a shout out in addition to Donkey's hee-haws, well, that would be a dream come true. Twitchify is my world. Oh, fucking hell. I mean, if I ever go missing, dig up this guy's garden. Here's a picture of me stone clearing with a small medium in my hand, surrounded by many Terrys. Lots of love. David Smith. Should I do in the New York? No, you don't. Hello, David, it's me, Terry. He can't even hear you, mate, so I don't know why you do. It's Terry, and I want to wish you a very happy birthday, the 5th of April. 6 weeks ago. Yay! 25 weeks. It's 5 or 6 weeks. Pathetic. Alright, let's do. He wants 45 hee-haws. Let's see how we can. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if you can do it. Yeah, good. I don't know, I got my finger on my. I'm not talking to Terry anymore. Yeah. I think that's about 10. Yeah. I think that's 20. Nothing more than that. It might be 25. Let's call it 20 just because we don't want to let David down. Look at his face. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's 40. Yeah. Well, that's 45, but I think he's do 46 because we're closer to his 46th birthday than his fucking 45th birthday. Yeah. Good. Well, that's done. That's done, David. I hope. Please don't come near me. I'm glad you like the show. I'm just worried that that's the kind of person. Why can't I have cool fans like One Direction get? Why can't I have like cool people liking me? Anyway, let's do a magic. We'll do a magic button for you as well, David, because there's no one else sent in the birthdays. It's not very thoughtful to teach this, Richard. That's a throw. Shut up. Some people charge for this. You can't even get away through. Shut up. I'm doing a good job. Oh, fuck, I've got to do a birthday. I've just remembered I've got to do a birthday video for someone. Are you doing Cameo, Rich? No, I do them for free. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'll do it after this. I think my wife's working. Here's the magic button, Terry. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, everyone, we've had a lovely time, haven't we? I think we've got everything. I was going to talk about Boris Johnson's owing some money, but who cares? Really, who cares? We've done a lot. We've covered everything. Let's bring back Ali. We'll say goodbye. Well, we've only done 65 minutes. What's wrong? Well, sometimes just you can cram everything into just 65 minutes of just sharp, fantastic comedy. 281 viewers there. We may have hit, according to this, 499,640. That doesn't make sense. We may have hit 500,000 during this. Thank you if we did. If not, snooker on Monday. First semi-final. Both semi-finals will be played on Monday. And RHLSTP next week is not being live streamed. But I'm talking to Jackie Weaver. That will be out in a couple of weeks. You have no authority here, Jackie Weaver. And on the 2nd of June, live streamed, I'll be talking to Nigel Planer, who was Neil in The Young Ones, and Nicholas Craig, Iron Actor. Very excited about that. And you can watch that one live, and then it'll be out as a podcast in a week. And then we'll be putting out the ones from the Clapham Grand. If you want to come and see the Clapham Grand live, they start on the 24th of May with Sarah Kendall and another. And then the week after that is a matinee show at the Clapham Grand with Johnny Vegas, Jesse Cave. That one's selling pretty well. It's not selling great at the moment. I think you're all being cautious. Don't be cautious. Come out and see the shows. And you can live stream too. You can pay for live stream, which no one is doing hard apparently. So apparently lots of people leave that for later. It'd be lovely to have lots of people in the theatre as a celebration of RHLSTP coming back. It doesn't matter who the fucking the extra guest is. It'll be someone good. Don't hang around thinking who could it be. Come and see the first one, then love that. Come and see the second one. By the last one, we might even be allowed to fill the theatre, though it looks like we won't do that. Anyway, shall we go? Yeah, I want to sing another song to you, Richard. The autumn sun is drifting down the road again. Now you're not here. The little girl is standing by the well. The what? And I don't know what day of the week it is. Now you're not here, you are on lost, you are not here. The Spanish man is eating a paella again. Now you're not here, I do not like his Spanish face. It's not because I'm xenophobic. It's 'cause you're not here. You're not here. Like a rat in a tight, I've gone up to the top to have a look out the window. Like a dog in a manger, I ran away. Like some stunk in a testicle, I had cut down the testosterone, and I slotted all over. Don't turn it blue at the end. Your face. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. The autumn wind is jumping on the road again. You don't know the words. These are the words. Are we just going to carry on doing this forever? Yeah, why not carry on throughout the naked? It's nearly 70 minutes now. The winter dog. You're very poor imagination. You're just choosing the same animals. All right, the winter rhinoceros is stealing sad. And I will be forever autumn. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop because you keep on going up a... No, you're not here. Well, wait, the kids. No, you're not here. I'm here. No, I'm not here. You're here. No, I'm not here. You got a cock in your ear? And I've got a cock in my ear. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye. and the king of the world.